Alright, welcome back. My name is Revixy, and I'm back with some more Star Citizen, the 4.0 Eptu patches, or one of the new patches anyway. That came out like, I think it was like early morning, December 7th. But yeah, you can kind of see the version number up here, I think, unless this is, never mind, this is probably something related to this, whatever the fuck this is, you know, like the way you create your character. Anyway, moving in. No, we do not want the tutorial. And you can select Pyro if you've been able to do that from the start, but I always start in Stanton. I always start in Area 18. And let's see if the other servers are up now. Probably not. Nope, not up. Not up. Nope. The European servers up. Nope. They're still like consistently putting all players in the US servers to like chunk as many players as they can into a single service with the server shot like testing and stuff. So, which makes sense. So, but I heard there's over 1,000 players in the game now, so that's kind of crazy. Considering that in the past there was only 100 players per server. So hopefully we no longer have to worry about that shit. It will just keep chunking more players into the persistent universe and then have different servers handle the different areas, you know. So, which is nice. Now we need to go over and take our equipment again and all this nonsense. That's going to be great. The usual stuff. At least the warp gates are working now, so that's something. They could have been broken again this patch, who knows? It's kind of part of Star Citizen, you know, it's always in flux like that. So. But we shall see, we shall see. Fucking crazy that we were in fucking December. What the fuck is going on? So yeah. Being started already, that's great. Good times. Two gray backpacks now, for some fucking reason. Why do we have two of them? We also have two body armors now. What the fuck's going on? Game, what's going on? Oh well, whatever. The fuck is going on? Let's check. Summit. Like, I wanted to go over and pick up the helmet I normally use on live over on Grim Hex. But I was just like, don't care. So that's something I'll bother doing when I'm playing live, but when it's just in here, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So. Not sure what this is. That's that one, okay. Fair enough. That was the white one I was using a couple of times when we were playing the earlier builds. So. Alright, good to know. They need to fix how this looks like. It looks like absolute dog shit. It's hard to see what the different icons are. So have like a different interface for this as well would be great. Not similar to what you would like quick equip shit, because believe me, that shit is like, I don't like that either. Like, it's really difficult to deal with. Sometimes your tracking system doesn't even work accurately. So we have a cup though. We're making some more fucking coffee. Make coffee. I want to be able to buy like a or even make a coffee machine and then have it on my ship so I can make coffee whenever, you know, and then have like a certain amount of like stuff it can make before it runs out, and then have to like replenish it with like a maybe just a fuse or something when the fuse dies. That would be a good idea, so you don't have infinite fucking coffee, you know. Helmet. Game. Wake up. There we go. Oh boy. Camera. Thank you. Then we're gonna go back a little. There we go. Very nice and refreshing. So I don't have to like any camera or anything like that, so it doesn't actually track my mouth movement or anything. So, but you can do that in this game if you want to. So there's that. No matching item. Somebody woke up. Good morning. You want some coffee? No? Don't want coffee? Okay. That's funny. And there we go. We'll leave that to somebody else. Let's take the weapons. Let's just leave the V gun. Don't need that specifically. Handgun. And then we're gonna go down and buy the rest of the ammo and all that nonsense again. Same jazz as always. But he could definitely hear me because you could see he was reacting to what I was saying. Apologize. My throat's like clouded up right now. A little bit later tonight we'll be playing Doom. Just start that up because I understand if people don't want to watch this like non-stop, so. It's very laggy tonight. It's a fucking reason. Running pretty smoothly the other day.
Setting off an EMP just to shut him up.
My buddy wants your phone
that's
number.
the way it goes, right?
Who wants my phone number?
Let's go, folks. Move along.
Move along. And there's another attachment we need to buy, which is to track the beam.
Move along. Gotta keep this car clear. Gotta keep this car clear. Gotta keep this car clear.
What's my settings? Is it running on high right now? No. But the clouds is pretty damn fucking high. Could be the effect of it. Who knows? No. Not a god dance, not even doing anything. So we pretty much figured out that the water simulation doesn't affect my computer either. It doesn't care. So I guess this build is just lag as shit. So
You ask me, the UE should probably step in. You know, and I'm talking out there. Sure, be able to charge us the town. How are you?
make sure that it goes to the right storage here.
Looked like he swallowed a bug. I thought he was gonna cry. Hilarious.
People might swing by for you when she visits.
Speak your truth, friend.
Planning to come up with.
For your convenience, there are sanitizer stations located around the facility. With your help, we can stop the spread of germs.
You should have seen his face. Looked like he swallowed a bug. Thought he was gonna cry. Hilarious.
Fix them. One thing you can do, like run into AI that fixes the T-posing. We should try and get off this rock before I'm lagged to death. That's kind of crazy. have like a button lighting up on my keyboard that normally shouldn't be lighting up. Not sure what that means. How many people are we in this fucking server? Holy crap, man, the lag is real. And with 500 people on this shard alone. That's kind of wild. It's lagging this bad. Also bumped up the AI numbers again.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corps safe and
Welcome
secure.
to the ASOT vehicle retrieval system.
Possible threats every time.
So the question is, did they fix the hangars?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Probably not. Just go down and see.
Security and customs personnel
Because they can also glitch here now, apparently. That's what I found out last night. At least in the old patch. Well, I was flying around buying some stuff to like basically prepare for this patch to drop, you know. So that
Welcome
happens.
to the ASOT vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
That game was still glitching. I saw it like disappear. Caught my eye for a second. This one seems safe enough-ish. Now the question is if Pyro is the same. This again is just gonna be annoying for me to look at.
Anvil Aerospace. You are clear to launch. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Fix that as well. Hangers disappearing like that. Still a thing.
Thank you, and please visit again.
That's better. Yeah, but apparently also has like a new capital ship like heading UI that they have added into the game that you can activate. So basically, just like you saw with the, can't remember what ship it is. I think it is an Idris. You're flying in Squadron 42 in the beginning of the game. You can see like the heading, like when you're turning, you can kind of see this heading that turns on the like the user interface, like the head-up display for the player to like indicate where you're actually heading. That is also on other capital ships in this game now, so it's pretty neat. Pyro. I think I forgot to add the stems to my legs. Yeah. Well, whatever. I'll do that when I'm in Pyro. That's usually something I'm pretty strict about myself, but for some fucking reason I forgot it this time. That's kind of weird. Guess I was in a rush. Yeah, once we're out in deep space, you kind of see how the FPS, they all of a sudden just rise like hell, you know. But it's not as good as last night because I was running at 70 FPS. I'm not doing that now. So, I don't know. Maybe you can adjust something on my fucking NVIDIA settings. Just fix it that way. Who knows? But it doesn't matter because at the end of, like, beginning next month, I'm going to be buying another PC anyway. That will be for streaming only. So I'll be doing fuck all else on that PC, so there'll be nothing on that PC that can really be problematic, if that makes sense. It's just going to be streaming. That's it. So I'll be able to basically stream this game without having anything that will interfere on the computer, like other programs that causes issues. So the only thing I'll have on it is like OBS, the necessary like files for, you know, the overlay that you're seeing on my stream right now, and that's basically it. Yeah. It means I have to set it up again, the chat and all this other nonsense, but that's what it is.
Quantum drive is now off.
And then we'll have to pay it off for like maybe 2 years, or how long it's gonna take.
Shields online.
Lagging like a motherfucker here too. Kinda crazy. Builders are really, really bad. I think they should keep the player numbers at like 350 per server, you know, or per shard. For now. Because right now it can't handle all these players. It can run, but every fucking motherfucker on the planet is gonna lag. Unless we can switch to the European shards, of course, then I can play a little bit better, you know. So, we're all Europeans, but some people not have the internet, you know. I'm just speaking of like my own opinions right now. Kind of should be playable and like enjoyable for people, you know. This is unplayable. Like even imagine having to fight in this. Can't do that.
Shields online.
But again, they're basically building the game based on people that have PCs that are like future-proof, you know, much like my own. But even this PC can handle it for some fucking reason. It's fucking wild. And to see my specs, you can kind of see what specs I have. I have like an i9 12900 KS. And the other one I'll be buying is a 14900 KF, I think it's called, or just F. I can't remember which one it is. And it's only going to be like maybe 20% faster than my CPU currently. But my graphic card, on the other hand, is going to be a 4090, which is 90% faster than my current CPU, my current GPU. I'm kind of just sliding in right now, and they still haven't fixed looking blurry ass text up there that came in with the patch before this one. Before it was sharp, and now it's just blurry as shit for some reason. Now I have to wait because the other ones are jumping in. Somebody else shot at it. I see. Very nice. But you can see when others do that too. Get right in now, please. Thank you.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
Lag is real, dude. Oh my god, the lag. Actual lag. Whoops. My bad.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
Yeah, you see how much it's lagging? It's actually real. Oof. Unrealistic amount of lag there.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Fuck. They really fucked this place up hard. You can barely fucking do anything. But yeah, I understand it's a test environment, so like, but if it was going to be lagging this badly on live servers, no, just no.
Shields online.
That would not fly, man.
Proceed to assigned land.
Like, we're down to single digits. Like this is single digits frames. Like, it's actually wild. Look, I actually want to check that real quick. Yeah, single digits, 6 FPS, dude. Yikes. Even worse now, 3 to 4.
Landing gear deployed.
Players drop, the FPS rises. You notice that? Kind of funny. Christ, you can't fly this at all. That's impossible.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
We're sorry, but you're lagging so fucking badly that we're giving you no chance to land.
Landing complete.
So we're assigning you anyway to another fucking customer that doesn't exist. Now you can't refuel because law. It should be able to tell where you are, and then if you're moving and stuff like that, you know, before it does that. So now I need to call it down, which again, we can test if this works, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna glitch out. So that doesn't really matter. Besides, it's gonna be claimed now.
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval
See?
system.
Oh, I can actually store it, well, you know. Let's try and store it, see what happens if it glitches out. I want to bet like 1,000... Okay, let's not bet money. That's a dumb idea. I want to bet that this one still fucks up. Unless they've actually fixed it. You guys fixed it. Okay, so that works. Storing works. Okay, so let's see if we call it back up again.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following locations.
If it glitches. Well, you'll be glitching. May there be glitches. And it's actually pointing outwards. That's nice. Unlike other places where it's facing towards the fucking hangar doors or the hangar here. What? They fixed it? No fucking way they fixed it. Okay, that's good. So now you can actually call up your ship without it falling to the fucking floor. At least here. See if they do that on other stations. At least that's good. Now they just need to fix the lag. So I think they need to crank down on the player count.
All systems
That's just me, because I don't think they can handle it right now. You know? But that's just me. My own humble opinion. Because you can't really play with those fucking single frames. Like, that's wild. Unrealistic.
bottom fuel is at 100%.
Are clear to launch.
Takeoff complete.
I assume you can install a bit of power plant that can then like give you more output. Just 15 or whatever.
Shields offline.
We were exploring the moons around fucking Pyro 5, which, to be fair, is a very, 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 very long trip.
Please visit again.
So we have to make a pit stop at, oh, fuck's sake. So this lag, like it doesn't stop scrolling. There it is. Have to make a pit stop here, otherwise we can't make it all the way down to Pyro 5 in this ship.
Quantum drive is now on.
Even in space here, I was losing frames. That's fucking wild. Cannot align. Ah, that's funny. That's my FPS now. See, normally I have like 70 in free space. I'm at 32 or 35. That says something when you have to like... Holy fuck, man, that's not great. Okay, see, this is better. Now it's getting better. 50. 55. Nearly 60. See, these are the normal numbers I have. Well, especially when I'm out here and nothing, you know. And here, like, the frames drop because of the cockpit. That's normal. Which is wild, considering, like, the cockpit alone just eats away like nearly fucking 30 FPS. Just this little fucking space, you know. Let that sink in, man. So if the game was a third-person game, it would actually be running faster. It's kind of odd. Because all the fucking details wouldn't be necessary to be, you know, supersede otherwise. But I can imagine in the future that you're not allowed to go in third-person view. Or something like that. Because everything will be locked to your vision, your actual physical vision, you know. but who knows? All right, let's do this again. Then we may switch to the Zeus for just exploration sake. We'll see. But this is more like combat worthy. Which is why I usually fly around in it, so I can actually defend myself. When people see like a fucking lightning, like this one, the F8C lightning, they just go like, yeah, no, we're not fucking with that guy. Which is why it's basically a deterrent ship, plus you can take a shit ton of fucking damage before anything happens to you. So...
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
It's gonna be nice that you can still operate your guns once you're in nav mode, though. Yeah. I miss the days when you could actually fly and warp and still have the shields up. So you can just jump away with your shields up. Never saw a reason why that had to be taken away. Maybe because they couldn't win battles or whatever. You know, the PvP players are like whining about that shit. They're like, oh my god, I can't win battles. Because people just jump away, you know, that kind of shit. Like, every single button here is just fucking blurry as shit now. What the fuck have you guys been doing? Like, I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with my settings, because I saw this on another stream. Like, I know everything's set to fucking low, but, like, look at this. Let me just crank it up. It's what I normally have it on. Just so you guys get the idea. See this? And the field of vision, I normally have that at 90. Still didn't do it. See? So, I don't know. It's fucking weird. It is weird, man. Vision hasn't loaded. Fantastic. Bring down the crab again. The reason I play on low is just to basically not have as much force on like the CPU or anything like that, even though I should be able to like literally play with it. Can we set this medium without it fucking colliding with a different drop down? Thank you. Ah, motherfucker. They really need to fix that. It's dumb. You literally can't select medium because it interacts with the other one. Whatever, don't care.
Shields online.
Vision, I changed that as well, didn't I? Yeah. So 90 is the normal, like, perspective of what a human eye can see. So, or like the human eye is like your actual field of vision in real life. So people that crank it further up to like have a vision that is even like even further back, and like that goes directly into your skull. That would be unrealistic. But hey, more frames that you have to render. Have fun, you know. That's basically what that is. Yeah, more power to you if you can actually do it, which in theory I should be able to, but in this game, not so much. It's not very optimized. It's basically choking. Been hopefully not fly into a fucking invisible rock again like I did one time. Over at the Stanton Gateway. It's a pain. Which is why I jumped to the station, just so I don't hit like an invisible rock, because I know there's no rocks in front of it once you jump to it. But yeah. Dead end. Kick.
Landing gear deployed.
We need to fix that.
Arrival complete. Welcome. Engines offline.
Alright, I guess we can test the see if the storage system works properly here. Or if that is fucked too. Either way, we might as well set a spawn point here, so. Or and to back to the gods. That don't exist. Because I'm an atheist. I don't believe in superstition or fairy tales. My god, it works. Holy shit. It fucking works. Most of my frames are way better now, look at this. Ah, then it dropped, of course, just like when I said that. That's funny. Oh well. Playable frames at the very least. So like 18, is that playable? Like in normal games, no, not so much. But for this game, it's okay. You can actually move around, you can aim still, and actually play. You know, it's not like you have fucking single frames or single-digit frames, because that's bad. Of course, it's ideal. It should be above 20 at least. You know, at least, or 30. Can we get the elevator down here, please? I'm fucking moron here. It's literally just pushing the fucking buttons. Fuck me. But that's the first for me, with the fucking elevators not working. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Why these? We kinda had to do that, and I forgot that before. Plenty of ammo.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit the gate.
Vehicle has been delivered to the following blah blah blah. So I was basically at one of those contested zones when I was playing by myself after I ended the stream last night, or last time I played. Which I think was last night, but it was called 6 as well, the video, but I kind of took it down because it was so fucking bad. So I took it down. And then I'm basically replaying this with this patch instead. But I was at one of the contested zones with a complete random stranger. And we went around and basically shut the whole place up. That was quite fun. Not gonna lie. Like, it's the dungeon-like areas. So... But I can see that being like a camp fest with other players, like camping those areas later.
All systems online.
Because it's basically just like the Division's Dark Zones.
Final preparations underway.
But in this game, it actually makes sense to keep the shit you get, you know, because you lose it in here. Where in the Dark Zone, if you escape with your gear, you basically have it forever. Because it will be attached to your person, you know. If you equip it, that is. Oops. My bad. That's the wrong button. It didn't take any damage, but...
Engines online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Don't worry. Pro-pilot. Turns off the engine. Fucking what, man?
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
No fucking random rocks here, right? You're good. Oh man. Clear. So in Elite Dangerous, they actually made something interesting. These Thargoids are attacking Earth right now. So if you have access to the Sol system, if that's still a thing where you have to get access, I don't know. Like, I haven't played the game in over fucking 6 years, so at least. So I wouldn't know what they've changed in that game. But back when I played, you basically had to have like a special permit to get into the Sol system. And I never ever got that permission to get in there. I had no idea how to get it, and I just stopped caring when I was playing, you know. So I played for like 400 hours or something like that of the game, never dying in it, and then I got bored, and then I basically stopped playing, you know, because there was nothing else to do. You were just flying around, you're stuck in your cockpit. You could get out on foot if you buy the DLC, but I didn't care, you know. But like, that's again not the same as this. You basically teleport out of your ship rather than anything else. The only thing where they actually made that right was the like little fucking drivable vehicles where you were like you were taken down into the underbelly of your ship and then like into the actual fucking vehicle, and then it was lowered down to the fucking ground. And then, yeah, sure, there was a fade screen when it did it, but it felt authentic, like it felt real, you know? Not so much when you were on foot. Like, it popped out on the side of your ship. There was no animations or anything like that, you know? Which they could easily have done, like, where you could, like, if you left your seat when you were landed, the Rodius was saying, like, you can't leave your seat when you're flying or whatever, only when, you know, planet surface. Then you could leave your seat and then go walk around the ship, you know? But nope, they didn't do that, because that would be bad, apparently. But here, I can leave the seat any second I want. Of course, I'm in a fighter right now, so if I did, I would end in space, but you kind of get the idea. So yeah. But we need to plan ahead here, because otherwise I'll run out of fuel. I will not be able to walk to the different moons and then back. Because there's no refueling stations down here. The closest is this one over here. So it's just contested zones that are circling this entire area. Like every single of these areas are like abandoned stations, where you can like land on it, but it's like it's controlled by pirates basically. So if I have to walk back, I have to walk all the way up to this, from this, you know. So this is further away, way further away. So I have to plan really, really carefully ahead, because otherwise I can't get back. And that's kind of the problem with this place, you know. There are some outposts around here that can refuel you. So if we're lucky, we can find an outpost where we can land and refuel. Like I found one at one point, but I'm not sure how many there is. And that was pure luck as well, so. But it's why people are using the bigger ships to get to these areas. And now that you can't rent those ships anymore, like get them rental, like for free, most of them, well, most places will not have them. Like the Polaris is expensive as shit, you know. So it's very unlikely we'll see any Polarises in this patch. Really, like only a few here and there. And it also costs $500,000 to just buy a single torpedo for Polaris. Which, to be fair, I think that's fair, because you can one-shot most capital ships, you know. And you have 24 of them in the ship, if like at max capacity, you know. So be strategic when you're using them. That's all I'm saying. Where you can see we'll literally burn from max to 260k. There's no way I can fly back. Like we're basically dead in the water. There's gaslight station here where we can refuel. Let's see. So go over there and do that. I didn't know that was here. Before we jump, let me just make sure I can actually make it. Because if you make like blind jumps like this, fuck it is. Yes, we can. Good. Because the interface doesn't tell you anymore. So if you just like blindly walk somewhere, you'll be fucked. So. That's the saving grace, the gaslight. Auto drive is now off. It's way smoother here. Holy shit. Seriously enough. Look at my frames. Almost 30. Yeah, if I'm ever gonna be in Pyro, I don't think I'm gonna be pissing off any of the gangs, like making them my enemies or some shit, because they you kinda need their fucking help to be able to navigate this area, you know?
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
Landing gear deployed.
Arrival complete. Welcome.
Engines offline.
See, the elevators work here, so we can't refuel. It's being a bitch. That's crazy. That's crazy. Things I haven't used any fuel. It's dumb. Some interesting lighting conditions. Okay.
Welcome to the A-Class vehicle retrieval system.
Honestly, it would be interesting if they had like a different layout in the hangars. Like I know they have like this different way over there, but how they're placing these, so like how the hangar could be located elsewhere, like the terminal could be located maybe over there or elsewhere, or like the hangar is literally by the elevator and you have to walk down here to get to the terminal, like layout being a little bit different every time, you know? So it's not the same every fucking time. So I know they're being sold in modules or something like, and like even for apartment buildings, shit like that, they basically have these layout schematics that are like identical to every single apartment. Like that's the thing with literally like an apartment complex I'm living in right now. It's the same layout, like it's just mirrored per apartment, you know, all the way up. Oh, it works, you know. Still a spawn point here, might as well. Save. And we have the medical areas down here. Biomedical assistance. Very fitting for Pyro. Just having a shit ton of fucking hit by the terminals. Before we continue, I will be right back. Apologize for that. Don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I accidentally played a video in the background. I meant to do that. Let me just kill the browser so that doesn't happen again. There we go. I'll be cutting that out anyway, so over on the archive version you guys won't be hearing that. So it's like we'll be cutting most of the takeoff and all this other nonsense that was on the main planet, so we can get straight to Pyro, you know, through warp point and all this other stuff. Like, it's wild how long it takes to just get here, you know? He's calling up the pad as he's used to do. That's empty. And it slipped through the fucking, that's funny. Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy still. Alright, let's call our ship, see if that goes well, or if we have to do it on the other floor. Again, we could also call up the Zeus and basically travel with that. We can get further with that ship, after all. So, this doesn't have any real combat capability, unless you have a passenger that can use the turret. You know? So, there's that. See if it works or if it glitches up. In reality, the like the hologram's cool and all, but in reality it should be yeah, it falls down. Fuck. Okay, good. Damn. That was a good thing. In reality, it should be having like this little grid that pops up, like a railing like this, like a similar but like different type of railing. It pops up and like basically prevents you from walking in, so you can't fall in. That's honestly what they should be doing when they're calling up a ship. Just safety things, like just having a hologram. There'll always be a moron that does this and walk over that fucking thing, you know. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just a little bit too, I don't know, practical. But there are benefits from jumping over the caution sign at a certain spot so you don't get wounded, so you can get to your ship fast. So there's that. I can see why they're leaving that in. If you align the fucking things right, you can have all the power up there, even though you're not supposed to. Like, very weird. It's like, whatever. Balancing act, I guess.
Landing gear raised.
So here we can start flying. Yep. Getting to know how wide your ship is important, you know. Abandoned ships around. Alright, so what we do now is we walk back to the moons. It's not that far away. So I know now that Gaslight is here. So We can literally refuel, we don't have to worry about anything. So we bid at like Pharaoh, but we can go there again just for the shits and giggles. Ignis, Ver, Adred and Ver, we've been there, we've been here. I don't know if we ever went to this. I don't think we ever went to it. Yeah, let's go here.
Shields offline.
The trick here is that you don't actually need to swap all the way to the parent planet as is. You can kind of trick the system. Once you get close enough, you can select the other moons. So just keep that in mind. You don't actually need to do this. Like it told you to. And in the future, like, there'll be quantum boost. So you no longer have to select like certain areas. You can just warp in a direction. Which makes it easier to get to moons that you have otherwise selected, you know. Oh, no worries. So here comes the moon, or the Pyro 5, and here's the moons on the side. And then we just deselect. And then we can see all the moons in their glory. That's a deer. There it is. So.
Quantum drive is now off.
Airlight outpost. Doesn't really seem to be a lot of them, this damn thing. 900 kilometers. Sometimes it glitches out so you can't warp. There we go.
Quantum drive is now on.
I'm pretty sure I have the sky set up to max. Yep.
Quantum drive is now off.
So if there was any clouds here, we would have seen them. But there isn't. It's just a clusterfuck down there. Single outpost. On a very toxic planet. Or moon, rather. Whether it's breathable or not here, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. It's kind of the whole mystery of this game, you know? Exploring new fucking moons and areas. I never understood people that pledged for this game and then just never played. It just makes no fucking sense to me. Like, what is the point of, like, pledging for a game and then don't play it? Like, what about exploring, like, alien worlds does not appeal to you, you know? I don't understand.
Landing gear deployed.
Get landing pad here. But I don't think it's in service because they're like outposts, you know. So,
Landing complete.
but at least I'd be very surprised
Offline. Take off.
if it was in service. Yep. Also, it's a takeoff. Pretty sure I'm landed, but I'll break their immersion. There we go. It's delayed. Not too bad when it comes to cold. And it's not a breathable atmosphere, obviously, or a shocker. See what I mean by this is like you look up and you see this. You know, come on. Like what part of this does not scream, "This is fucking awesome"? And then you can see the other moons. You know, like right there, kind of just disappears in the shadow when I zoom in, but it's still there. So. Open bottles, they're just lying here. You can't breathe here, so you can't even drink. You need to be inside, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing out here. Could be nice if you could, like, terraform a planet or a moon in the future. So this can happen to your own base as well, if you don't pay taxes and shit. It can become a derelict thing. Well, not like maintain it. So the stuttering that is happening on stream right now is not just putting that out there. Notice that sometimes when I look, it's skipping frames or whatever, but the streaming software itself is not skipping frames. I just don't know what the fuck is causing it. But I'm seeing drop frames 0.0%, so I have no idea what the fuck is causing it. Loot boxes around here. Mail. You have any fuses? Yoink. Start. Being in. There's something up in the tower. Up in steel like a box. No. It's low gravity here. Kind of noticed that. Like this. Just sit here. Put the two. Yeah, low gravity. Where the fuck were these people even living? Like, there was no safe, like, spot to breathe. At least I'm not seeing any. Wouldn't that be their priority to build that first? Oh, there's more down here. Okay, that's fine. I was like, what the fuck, you know? Fire. Yeah, good luck with that. Can't fucking burn. There's no oxygen here, man. Fire can't even work here. That's kind of an oversight. Without oxygen, my friend, you cannot start fires. Who knew? But then again, there can be fires in space in this fucking game, so... Just like sound doesn't exist in space. Another landing pad here. Which just seems to be a case in like every single fucking sci-fi whatever. You have sounds with guns and explosions and all this other nonsense in space. Which is just like, okay. I understand why it's there, so you actually have something to listen to, because otherwise it would just be like, when the guns are firing on your ship, you'll be able to hear it. Sure, like it will echo through the hull of the ship, so you can hear that, but you can't hear the explosions of the ships. You'll be able to hear the crackling, like remains of like debris hitting your hull and shit. But that would be the gist of that. So. Hey, loot box. Fantastic. That's good. Toxic. Cool. Energizing. Hydrating. Okay. And this is just dollar wine, which is like a rock that you can sell. You can also mine for that shit, like different resources. Rent it on. Kind of see what I mean with the other one here. Basically just like a resource or like a crystal thing. Nothing special. And it's not because I don't really need resources like money right now, you know, so. Just be given like 15 in these test universes. Exploring. I'd love to take some of the missions and see if they work now, but I doubt it. Because like I've literally been testing the other servers from time to time to see if let's just accept this, see where it brings us. Fucking cave. Right. Water. At the very least, it's safe to jump from high distances on this moon, so that's good to know. Seems to be another crate up there. Ammo crate. What? Full helmet. Yoink. What's this look like? If we move the other stuff down here so we have a little bit more room. Fucking place you had there, damn okay. Yeah, no room. Basically have to carry it in my hands. Which we'll just do then. Back up to the ship and then we'll just store it in the cargo. There's this little cargo area where you can store shit on my ship. Which I hope becomes a little bit more prevalent, like a physical thing you can like open up, rather than just a click and then you see like this fucking cargo area where you can drag and drop shit into. Like while that's practical for like normal RPGs and shit, where you can't like physicalize everything, this game has been like focused on more having physicalized everything, like a button where you have like a fucking cargo in the ship. You know, you can kind of see this. And then you search. Doesn't open anything. You just kind of open like this, you know. Also, that cargo spot is completely private. Nobody can go in, like exit or like enter it. Even your own party members can't see it. They have their own private thing. So if they went up here and stored something on it, they could do that privately, which is kind of like okay, you know. So it's like this invisible place on the ship that just has infinite storage for like individual people, or like the amount of you can get per individual person, you know. Just a little bit immersive. Alright. Let's see what the fuck this mission takes us.
Landing gear raised.
I think it's on the same moon here. Would be surprised.
Shields offline.
Check something. Here the dig controls are the same. Yeah, and it's because I'm in the cockpit. I can't do it. Yeah. No, damn it. So when I'm in the cockpit, you can do it on the other fucking thing here. That's weird. Dumb. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Like, it's in the cockpit, so if you're really sitting in the cockpit, you're looking around anyway, so it's left alt and X for that. That makes perfect sense. Because normally don't look around with left alt, but that's what I've put it on. It's normally like X, you're holding in X to look around. So most people have like other types of looking around. They have like this head tracking stuff. The way I'll be looking around in the future will be through VR. So I will actually be physically in this ship, you know, or underground, wherever the fuck I go. And I know that's going to be dragging a lot of fucking resources from the PC, but that's how I'm going to be playing it when I play it, like, by myself, I'm sure. be able to look around. Don't need to like necessarily use a key to look around. Seems like it's on a different moon. Oh, it's Pyro 4. Oh. Okay. Fair enough.
Quantum drive is now off.
I'm pretty sure we were here last time as well, so we're more or less done with like discovering different places. But also in the future, there will be no waypoints for all these areas. These are like areas that you will have to get information about, that you know they exist before they will be in your nav computer, you know? You don't just magically know what shit is. This is basically just so you know what shit is currently, and like explore shit. But in the future, that won't be the case. But if you get a mission to go somewhere, then you'll get the information of where that place is, and then you'll know it, but other places will not. You know, you can't just swap there. Even though they've basically found it multiple times in this, in the testing phases, they will not have it in live. So they don't know what places are, so they will have to rediscover them. Which is going to be nice, because people will actually be flying around on the surface areas to find shit, you know. Rather than just saying, oh, I know what shit is, fly there, you know. There'll be like main cities and stuff like that, you'll know where it is, but that's basically it. Like when it comes to civilized planets, I can imagine. So, that's it. Look at this. There's something very blinky over there.
Shields online.
Fuck. What's that? Those birds circling that fucking, I know my mission is there, I'm just gonna ignore it for now. I'm just gonna go over and have a look at this. No, those are fucking ships. The fuck? They just... What are they doing? Let's just leave. Swim down the clouds a little bit. Doesn't even fucking help. It doesn't even fucking help. That's the most hilarious part. Alright, whatever. Clouds back up. The players have been trying to do this mission, I see. Shocked by that. Yes, if I can actually scan this. Yep. Alright, whatever.
Docking initiated.
Docking denied.
Docking denied.
You know,
Landing gear deployed.
I think this is a Hornet Mark 1 or Mark 2 of the. Let's take it again. That doesn't tell me. But yeah, I think this was a Mark II of one of those new variants that were being sold on the website during the IAE.
Landing complete.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, okay.
Engines offline.
And it looks like it has a radar dish on the top. Like the one I have has like guns on the top. So. As you can see, I can open the external, but there's nothing there. So if he had stored anything there, I wouldn't be able to see it. Oh, fuck me. Alright, so that happened. Back to menu. That's the unfortunate thing with this game. It happens sometimes. But we are on fucking the gaslight anyway, so we're good. You'll basically just keep falling here, so there's no point. We'll have that on my desktop alone. Just give me a second, guys. Just looking for something. Don't know if I have that anymore. Don't care. I'll look for it later. It's just somebody who said some really fucking stupid shit on my Discord right now. Like the whole, like, guns are being taken away from us, or blah, 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 kind of thing. And then I'm like, that's funny. Maybe you should look at the statistics of gun violence in Europe versus goddamn fucking America. There's a reason it's that low in Europe, you know? But yeah.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Wait for that one. I'll just go AFK. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Welcome. I didn't even expedite it. Come on. Howdy, boys. Are we squatting? Huh? We're squatting? It's your turn, man. Your move, buddy. You know we can't play card games if you're not going to do anything. Oh, I see. You just mad because you're losing, right? I see how it is. God damn it. People these days. Can't rely on people anymore, man. They're just fucking crazy. Let's buy some food while we're here, I guess. That works. That's gross.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
Second still. Got a message here one. Trying to like make a person understand what I was saying earlier, you know? It's like people shouldn't be so fucking reliant on their guns. It only causes issues. Like it's great for like when you like having them on the on your wall or some shit, like knives and shit, but I don't get it. I really don't. Oh, it's for self-defense on what? Shooting at people that are also gun on you. You know, the person that actually knows they want to shoot you before you even know. Like, there's so many factors that don't take into account. So dumb, man. 49% of the time, you will not have the chance to get to your gun before you're already dead, so. It's only in open carry states where people are literally walking with their guns on the streets, where it's a little bit different. Otherwise, no. The whole system where mentally ill people can just walk their fucking guns through, like the, you know, the system in America where you're basically supposed to be able, whether you're mentally ill or like, supposed to be able to guns, all that crap. That's clearly not working because they're still getting them and they're still shooting up places like school. And it's just like, yeah, I hate to bring it to you. You may claim that but they clearly not.
Shields offline. Shields online.
Exit protocols initiated. Please stand by. Final
But
preparations
that's good to be looking at this display when I'm scanning shit, because that's where it will appear. Like ready scanning, you see. I did that when I was scanning that other ship.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Oh my god. It just didn't happen before, and now it's happening again. Bruh. Alright, out again. We're walking, we'll fall straight through the ground. If we land over there.
Shields offline.
So let's not do that. We're just gonna walk directly to places where we want to explore and ignore the mission.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Having like a full eclipse there. Pretty wild. There's one other place where you can get an eclipse in Stanton too. But you have to be at a certain spot in the solar system for you to get that eclipse. Yeah, what do you know? You can actually get an eclipse in this. Let me just see if I can get a proper screenshot of that. The reticule is still on. Let's turn on this.
All systems offline.
No, that doesn't remove it.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Now we have to wait for the shields to recharge.
Engines
For these reasons.
online.
That's too bad. Can't get like a proper shot of it. But yeah, it could be cool as a screenshot, but yeah, whatever. Moving on to the next area. Let's activate the other NFTs again. So you can actually deactivate and enable them here. I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. Pyro. Check that area. Yes. So I think we're basically done. Been here. Batra, I don't know if we went to that yet. I think we did, because it was literally blocking the path last time, so that was one of the first places we went to. Ignis, I don't know if we ever went to that. Let's just go there, see what happens.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
the love of God. Fucking walk.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
And another fucking glitch. Great.
Quantum drive is now on.
You can literally see everything is like physicalized, you know? That's like a dark side to it.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, this has a massive fucking impact to Star Citizen to those two solar systems now. This is only gonna get crazier. So this is literally the patch that's gonna change everything for this game. And we have a player here. What do you know?
Shields online. Landing gear deployed.
Nice gunship.
Landing complete. Takeoff complete. Engines offline.
In his turret, I'm like, I think he's sitting in there. Oh, there he is. Is he moving? That's funny, dude. Just move around his cockpit. The lights even on?
Complete.
Oh.
Landing complete.
Hey, dick ass.
Shields
Really, man.
hit. Engines online.
On takeoff. Why, man? Just why? Okay, then. You just didn't want to turn on, so I couldn't fly. Like, it turned on, but it didn't want to lift, is what I mean, you know? I think he's retarded. And watch him try and land. This is that return. I think we were here earlier. One of the other streams. Yeah, this guy's clearly retarded. This is where I should have one of those fucking rail guns. Shoot him down from the sky. Fucking hell, what the hell? No, I'm not the one who's causing problems here, buddy. You guys are. God damn it. Alright. Fine. If you all want to die, I'm just gonna kill you all. Dude. Go for the pin.
Hear about Skeller? Advos nabbed him. Damn shame.
Cycle already.
You can't be serious.
My reputation that me with the other patch because I was shooting at a ship at a station and like birds to shoot at me. They could have followed me over with the reputation. Grabbing these. Name was nobody. Again by falling off.
No way.
Being stranded and all this is a part of the like core game. randomly stranded, like various places. I'm just kind of as part of the experience. That's not it. Yeah, he was clearly like he was shooting at a ship that was already broken. So, inexperienced player. All it is. I didn't want to blow him up because I didn't want to take away his experience to explore if he wanted to. But then again, Pyro is a like lawless area, so like PvP is completely valid. I don't see that as a bad thing. It's just while we're in EU, we should like try and not ruin the experience for people too much when we're testing. Which is why I didn't shoot on them, you know. So, because this place is gonna be a PvP nightmare. Once it goes live and it's stable and there's no problem, you know. So. So I know what his name is. So if I ever see his name anywhere, I know who to kill. Put him on a hit list. We can't get inside the building, huh? Not through the cycled door anyway. They've locked it or something. You see, there's something inside. Gotta be a vent or something. Oh, hey, back up. Back ass. But that's the thing, like the guards, they basically come back up after a bit. A little bit annoying because it should stay that, you know. Are you still in the vicinity anyway? But that's just not the case. Still his weapon, so he can't fire again when he comes. Let's see if it's breathable on this planet. Nope. So if we go and take off his helmet, it should basically die. But then again, it's NPC. reason I got 100 health. It's not supposed to be the case. Strange. They're basically trapped in this building and can't leave because it's like unsafe to walk outside. It's kind of funny. Not gonna lie. They have 2 weapons on them. There's reasons. Nothing in here. So we do have to go back to the menu to be able to get out of this planet. Unfortunately. There's that. Should have smart enough to pick up the weapons, but you know. Get unloaded. Won't allow me anyway. There. They won't fucking combine the ammo. There we go. Much better. Sniper at the top, it's likely. Oh, fuck me. Oh well, we need to get off anyway, so that's fine. That's all good. Back to the station. I think we've basically explored everything there is in Pyro. When it comes to, like, locations. So. The Terminus, we were on that one, was a lot, like a very, very large planet. Not from the, from space, but when there was a storm that rolled over, it started lagging really badly, so. Really badly. Hospital and get that's fucking arm fixed. We can try and go to one of those contested areas if you guys want to see that, but it's usually like there's some combat ships will be flying around and shoot them, and then there will be turrets that will basically be constantly firing at your crap. And then you sort of had to EVA to the actual, like, contested area. And even the, what's the terminal ones up here? Even the, what was I even talking about? Fucking lost it. Whatever. Signs of getting old, man. Fucking forget. Oh yeah, even the enemies, they basically respawn all the time on that contested area. So when you're in there and you have to clear the floor, like a little bit later, like they will literally come out of like a spawn door, like the division. They will basically come from nowhere and basically swarm in. It was 4. Just this one, right? Yeah. It's that block back and going anyway. Okay. Okay. Whatever. So I can get 100% health despite my arm being fucked. That makes sense. Don't worry about it. Successful will be. Some good ass rats, so let's go ahead and eat some rats. Stop pushing me. Both hydration and hunger for that. Pretty good. Rats with me. Pick up some grenades. We're going to one of those areas. That player. Oh, beans, bro. I think this is for the private hubs, yeah. Shops are here. Somewhere. No. Open shop. Go. Bought 6 grenades apparently. Why not? Like how people back. For the shits and giggles. Probably cold as shit while I was shopping. I have to wait in.
Welcome to the A-Class Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit.
This is it again. Check.
Some skag accused me of cheating a trigger and stood up. After I cleaned the blood off, we just dealt another hand, and that was that.
Welcome to the A-Block. Please visit us again.
3 minutes. So if the audio keeps cutting out, it's because I'm alt tapping out and just changing stuff on the other screen I have. Who's winning? Well, how's your date? He looks very interested, but he's just like, why am I here? Just to suffer.
About the whole law of the jungle thing. Some skag accused me of cheating a trigger and stood up. After I cleaned the blood off, we just dealt another hand, and that was that.
So, how's the card game going? Still don't want to make a move yet? No? Okay. I see your hands will flip the table. It's not normal now. It's very, very weird. So these guys are just squatting. I think they're supposed to be sitting on here or whatever, but they decided to just squat outside the fucking... Whoa.
What's going on with you?
No, we don't. That was on my ship. Fuck. That body armor we picked up. Oh well. It's not that way we're gonna keep it anyway.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Oh. How you doing, man?
Welcome to the A-Block vehicle retrieval system.
Seconds.
Visit us again. Goodbye.
Down to my hangar in reality. Just wait there. If you wanted to show him, that would be great. But he forgot their fashion.
Welcome to the A-Block vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Hey, it's getting closer to a stable build. They still need to fix all the shit where you're falling through the ground, because I remember that being a long time ago. That was a pain in the ass. How that damn glitch is kind of sort of finding its way into this solar system, you know? But everything in place is physicalized, like... Of course, like, when everything becomes automated, it becomes even more apparently so that it has to do so, like, exactly that, you know? Even if you build bases, imagine you build a base, and then the whole, like, physical, like, area where you place the base is no longer gonna be registered as physical ground where the base is standing, because, you know, the base is like infrastructure, and then the fucking thing just goes like, and you go straight through the ground, you know? Like, that should never happen. They need to find out a way to make sure that all of that works on fucking day one. When they start using the Genesis system.
Exit protocols initiated. Please stand by. Final preparations underway.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
Any rocks, so we're safe. And we've done what we needed to do here. We can go and visit one of those contested areas and just shoot up some ships on the way back. That city, interesting. There's another one there you can rearm at. I don't know if I've actually been there. Lots of fuel and supplies. Yeah, let's go here, and then you can see how those contested zones look like. And then we'll fly to the refueling station afterwards, and then basically fly back to Stanton Gateway and fly home, I guess. Unless we're gonna fly up to Terminus again and like have a look at like Bloom and this other shit first, which is way up here. But, like, once we're on Bloom, like, it takes all my fuel tank to get up there, which is fucking wild, dude. Like, from this area to this area, it's like 500,000 fuel. So I don't think we have anything where we can really refuel. That's the orbital station that is around Terminus, called Ruin Station, which is here. But there's plenty of contested zones on each station where you can go up to the floor and you can use like what the fuck is it called? Like the diffusers I picked up. and place them in the doors, and those then they will basically open the doors, and then they can go deeper in and get even better loot and shit, you know. So, but now we're just gonna fly to a remote station where it's more likely for us to not being, you know, annoyed by other players. And then I'll show you guys how that looks like. Of course, this is closer to a station, so there's a higher chance that we'll go to that. But there's so many scattered around the place that they're very likely just to do it on the station itself rather than an asteroid field. So, because it's easier, you don't have to worry about, you know, the fucking enemies that come shoot at your ships and all that crap. So.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
It's like the buttons have the right textures again, and it doesn't look blurry anymore. It's a weird glitch. As you can see, you can basically make your own weapon config as well here if you want to, just like you can in Elite Dangerous. So that's also a new feature they basically put in with the MFDs when they added that into the game. I changed the control scheme to change weapon groups, on the other hand, because mouse wheel basically controls the speed of your ship, but also controls the weapon groups at the same time. So I made it so you had to like use left alt, or yeah, left alt, and then the mouse wheel to scroll between the two, so it doesn't affect your speed while you're flying. So you can switch while you're flying in high speeds, you know, without it tuning down the speed or the speed up when you're, you know, you can be close to something and that basically make you crash, which is not ideal, you know. Of course, I can't show you how to switch that here right now because we're in warp, but
Quantum drive is now off.
no.
Shields
So as you can see up here, right now we have selected everything. Now we selected only the laser guns. Now we've selected only the guns, like the physical, actual ballistic guns. So there's like different weapon groups. It does normally display on the front here when you switch weapon groups, but apparently right now it doesn't. I think they might have moved that to just be up in the top left corner. So yeah. It is affecting my speed a little bit, you can see, but it's still staying true to my speed. So even though you scroll all the way down, if only there it starts kicking in, you know. So oh, Lancer, I think it is. Looks like Star Lancer. And look, AI. Have any missiles? Because I haven't fucking rearmed my missiles. And it doesn't actually allow you to do so anymore in the stations for some fucking reason. I assume it's because most stations don't have them. An NPC. Yes. Oh boy. That's some serious glitchings. Not ideal. In an asteroid field, no less.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
And they do have self-defense like turrets on this station as well, as you can see. They're right there. So it's not ideal to be close to the base. They have a lot of fucking ships. Which is why going to places like this is harder if you just go to an actual station and go to a consensus zone on one of the other floors. It's easier that way.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Soft death right now. I usually just remove them entirely.
Target destroyed.
But it's saying hit even though we're not being hit, so let's just ignore that for now. Gonna fly underneath here. Then we're gonna EVA in. This may take some time, because we can't fly very fast. Like, scoot around in space very fast, you know. The time will take for us to get there is well, significant. Still see our ship like up on the thing here, and in the future, I don't know what the fuck's up with that. I'm supposed to be some sort of storm or whatever, but they really need to have them scoot out this way instead of this other stupid shit where it goes down, because it's overlapping the other buttons and it's not doing it correctly. There. See if that fixes anything. Might as well do this while we're EVing. There we go. We're using the wrong undersuit. I'm usually using something that is black, not white. But yeah, I normally don't share where you buy these body armor types to anybody, just because I know my routine of where to get them, you know, so I can get the right look. Apologies. But yeah, once we've been in here, and we'll leave again, then we're gonna fly to the Stanton jump gate and go back to Stanton, and then we're gonna stop the stream. And then I will eat real quick, and then I'll be back again at like 8 p.m. my time, which will be in 2 hours from now. And start Doom, like the remake. And play through Doom, and then also Doom Eternal, because the third one is coming soon. Normally, I've not really been much of a fan of Doom, but I saw both of them was on sale. I was like, fuck it, I'll just grab them, you know. So I'm trying to find something to play, and I really want to play Stalker 2, but I can't do that on this PC. It just refuses. Like, I booted once, and after that, I just couldn't do it. It's the same shader issue problems that I had with Hogwarts Legacy after I played that for like 24 hours. Just fine. And all of a sudden it couldn't. Because fucking reasons, you know. It's basically the GPU is overloading. It goes like zzz, go ballistic, and then it just overheats the CPU, and then it shuts down after like 3 seconds. So dumb. So it's some sort of driver issue or whatever that just doesn't want to comply with it. Here we are. Tested zone. Just the button if it would actually work. Set the fucking graphics. Shouldn't really affect anything, but I'll just do it anyway. Fucking cycle already, goddammit. Yeah, I think the door's like fucking glitched, man. I can't even like interact with it. I don't have the wheel either. Oh, that's unfortunate. Here I am actually wanting to show you guys this for once. I'm not allowed to. Game says no. It keeps blinking, you see? And it's not supposed to do that. So they must have made a fuck up somewhere, which also explains why you couldn't get into the other buildings. So back to the ship we go, and then we'll just go back to the stamping system, I guess. That sucks. Apologize for that, but not much we can do about it. Seeing the boots starting to freeze a little. Like how you just do this once you've taken like a certain path, you can just spin around as you like. So. this far, but also you basically have infinite fucking oxygen in space right now. Unless they actually fixed that. Okay, they fixed that. It's like in the past, you could literally just be out here forever and nothing would happen to you. So. Which was a little bit dumb, you know. But I don't know if it's taken down or not, but it's at 88%, so they must have like been taken down while I was floating around out here. Like in the past, you could like hold in F and then right click, and then everything would like appear down here. You can't do that anymore. Now you have to do this to see it. Past it. Hidey hole. Yeah, it 6 down. Okay, good to know. So you don't have infinite of it. Not the blue pins actually matter. It's just a lot of fucking oxygen you have. God damn. You can kind of see once we get in here again, like now we're basically in a safe spot. See, 100. So it's kind of wild.
Engines online.
It's still a plot. Of course. We have enough fuel to get up there, or if we have to go back to the other station first, if we don't have enough. Let's go down here.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, those contested areas that worked last night, so I don't know what the fuck I've done in this patch. But it's definitely broken. Like the doors won't cycle.
Quantum drive is now off.
And it seems like my game likes it way better when I disable the shadows. Like the whatever the fuck those shadows were. Maybe not. It is kind of shitting itself again. A little bit. But it could have something to do with this.
Shields online.
Exit protocols initiated. Please stand by. Final preparation.
Player I can't see on my fucking radar. There we go. Stuff. Cool name, bro. Right, complete. Welcome. If I get my rockets, that'd be great. Seems like I can actually buy them here. That's one thing they're doing with all vehicles. They have nothing in them. Nothing. So you basically need to restock them when you bring them up from the thing. So basically what people usually did was they just abandoned and then claimed a new ship, and then they had like rockets in the ships. Now you have to buy them, and it's not a glitch. That's on purpose. So, which makes sense, you know. Makes sense. It's all otherwise like ships like the Polaris would like constantly have 24 fucking size 10 fucking torpedoes. People would just fucking abuse, you know. Which. So. Yeah. You wanted the rats. Yum, yum, yum. Then we have that random water bottle we picked up. So we fix that as well. Can I stack these? No, can't. There. How can I fucking stack them? Fuck. That's weird. Oh, they're two different items, that's why. Interesting. They had called something else, but it looked identical. Yeah. Look identical, but I'm sure they have different benefits. Oh, no more fucking same price. Guess it's just like quote unquote different manufacturers with different names. Or whatever. The fuck if I know. One thing I noticed on the front of the nose of the ship, it's supposed to be a logo, just like there is on the. Let me just climb out so I can kind of sort of show it to you guys. On the F7C and the F7A, there's like a logo in the front. It's kind of there, but it's glitching. This, but there's an A there, so I guess that's on purpose. FA, like F8, maybe what it's saying. Yeah, that's probably on purpose then. It just looked like, because normally on the F7A, it has like a proper like logo, but I suppose that says F like 7. I just thought it was like a manufacturer logo.
All systems offline. Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Exit protocols initiated. Please stand by. Final preparations underway.
The feeling would do that, so I waited. Please fly. Thank you. No rocks. That's good to know. It didn't even set it. It'd be done. Come on. Thank you.
Shields offline.
And he still didn't set it. My God. So we're heading the wrong direction there. That's not the right direction. That's endgame. That's not it either. That's way on the east side of the solar system. Stands in gateway. Here we go. See, basically upside down. That's my problem. Even though there is no such thing as upside down in space, but you know how it is. We'll come and revisit Pyro again in the live version. I think this will be the last stream I do of the ePTU. Might be one in the PTU. Might switch in there and just have a look how stable it is. But until then, I don't think I'll be doing any more of this. Oh, of course I'll be playing by myself, be fucking around, but that's basically just that, you know. I would love to stream it all, but like when we keep falling through grounds and like can't really do things, it's not really that great to stream, you know. So but it is what it is. I think we need to refuel at Standing Gateway before we can go through the warp gate, though. We've got to shoot at some NPCs and shit like that, even though they come back to life after a bit, which is a little bit weird. It should be able to tell if there's a player in the vicinity, and if there's a player in the vicinity and you've killed them, they shouldn't respawn. If anything, there should be a dropship that comes in instead, and, like, places the people that are dead, you know. But once you've left the area, like the body has been lying there for a bit, then it can despawn the body, you know. And then have like replacement AI that comes in with random gear that like stand there, you know. And then maybe like place a dropship on the ground that like indicates that the dropship has landed and actually sent off troops or some shit, you know? So there's some variety to it. So it basically it's just a script that literally just places a ship. That's all it is, you know. You don't need to like have the dynamic like ship that lands if you're not there, you know. I don't know. That's something like if CIG is listening to this, I doubt they are. But if they are, that like take that into consideration, because that's something that could be a simple fix, you know. That's what other games do. They basically do all this, you know, back end fucking like scripting that like makes you feel like things are happening in the game world when in reality they're not, you know. So it's all smokes and mirrors, you know. It's kind of part of the whole plot of making a game.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
But I can see a question. I'm like, sorry about that. I can see a lot of people like having a good question to why they would allow like base rating if they want to be playing by themselves and stuff. But yeah. I hope they allow players to be able to play on their private like shard or whatever if they truly do not want to be engaged in PvP, you know. And still have the you know, the MMO experience. So only being able to see people walk around on like stations that are like part of the other shards, but once you're outside those areas and you fly off, it's basically like player free, you know. But I don't know if they will allow that or not. Of course, it will take away from the experience of, you know, playing an MMO, I guess, but yeah. Unless it's in those contested areas, that would have to be PvP, like, enabled, regardless of being in a, like, one of your private chats or not, you know? So you actually engage with players there. So... But then again, I kind of like the concept of like being able to run into a random player that's exploring the ground somewhere, you know?
Shield
fuck? I did not do that, by the way. That was not me. The thing is, some rocks will be there and I can't see them. I don't like that. So, makes me anxious, you know?
Shields online.
Unreal how it's fucking lagging in this area. Is it the cloud tech that's causing this? I'll turn it off. See what happens. Nope. That is still there. Even if you turn it out, the nebula system or the nebula shit will still be there. Watch me just randomly blow up. Because this is how I died last time I was on my way in here. And there's like invisible rocks in this area that you can collide with. Doesn't help that it's lagging either. Many abandoned ships, holy fucking shit. Raphael, 89. Or does it say 88? So, no, it says 69. Keck. Okay, Raphael. Of course, he's in a fucking Polaris, because why wouldn't he be?
Bay.
Guy just sped off like a
Landing gear deployed.
rocket. Holy shit. I think, yeah, it's just all these rocks they added in here that made it lag so badly. I'm sure of it.
sorry.
We're sorry to replace so many rushes so you can't land in time.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Warning, collision warning. We get refueled? Good.
Shields offline.
Even though it says we didn't here, but whatever.
Shields online.
The interface still glitches.
Engines online. Button fuel is at 100%. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Am I allowed to leave, or will you close on me? Just one more time.
Shields offline.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Good fucking shit, the frames are unreal, dude. These are single frames, they're like one or maybe 2 frames.
Shields online. Shields offline.
Then there's a random fucking ship they have abandoned right in front of it because people can't fucking do shit right. Okay. You still flying? Yes, yes, okay, good. Thank fucking God, man. Black. Thank you. Let's see if they allow me to fucking leave this area because I'm lagging so bad. Don't worry, we should navigate perfectly through this just fine, man. God, I can't fucking wait till I get the other fucking PC so I can just play without shit. Like, my PC should be able to handle it, that's the most fun part about it all, but nope. Like, the game's great when it works, but it's shit when it doesn't. Ah, great. Whatever. We're in Stanton anyway, so that's all I care about. Where the fuck did it put me? Like, we're literally by the exit of it. Oh, we're at Pyro Gate. We sort of made it anyway. Not sure where exactly we are, but... I'm Stanton. Oh, the gate's right there. That's funny. We just yeeted out of the side of the fucking wall. And it set fucking course to Upcorp. Give me back my frames. Fucking god, dude. Yeah, they need to fix that. That's bad. That's really... I think the servers are overloaded, so when you're jumping through the wormholes, you jump from one server to another, right? So I think that causes a lot of problems with all the players that are currently in. So they need to tune that down. Like 500 is a lot, you know, per server. Gotta see. All the way on this. Yeah, we're nearly 500 people on this server. On server 63. And you can see we're kind of changing servers as we're even warping here. So we went from server 63 to server 65. So we're jumping shards while we're in warp. Or like servers within the same shard, sorry, my bad. And again, we're at 64 now. And it seems like the warp has fucked my thing again. I don't know if that fixes when I do this. It does.
All systems online. Engines online.
So just for ease of mind for myself, I'm going to be flying to a space station rather than the ground, and then lock out there, you know. Probably stop myself.
Shields online.
No.
Quantum drive is now off.
What's wrong with this?
Shields online.
This literally can't go anywhere anymore.
Shields offline.
Being retarded, man.
Shields offline.
Nope, still can't do it.
Shields online. Shields
Just doesn't want to align with it. How dare you walk in a quick way to a space station? Just fly there nap mode then. Big deal. Police vessel. That's like a first and second, like a first and last name. Those are usually NPCs. Because I don't think players are allowed to have like spaces in between the names. NPC. Here's my little trick that I recommend everybody use. Of course, you're supposed to be warping into the station first and make it a little bit quicker than what I just did, but basically I go in full nav mode, full speed, and I aim for the center here. And then when I'm roughly at the center, around here, I do this. Basically breaks you instantly, and you have like perfect vision for where you get your pads. And you stop your craft just fine, you know. You land. That's it. Of course, remember the landing gear, otherwise you don't stop. Then you crash into the station. It's always good times. Just like that. Nope.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
A pleasant stay, yes. Just slam the fucking gate in my face, you know. Don't worry about it. Not a problem. Special treatment, I guess. Let's just test if this works.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's admire the damn thing break. Okay. Look at that. Well, it worked. I apologize if I make some, like, weird coughs from time to time. Don't pay any mind to that. The fuck? The shits and giggles.
Please contact Dr.
At our pharmacy to get the quality medicines that you need at a price you're gonna love. Helto RX. Feel better, save more.
Urgent page for Dr. Chan. Needed immediately in surgery. Dr. Chan to surgery. Dr. Bolin,
Very
wanted
cool.
in recovery. Dr. Bolin, you're needed in recovery.
Medical concerns got you worried? Forget that. Just relax. Everyone here at Kelto RX is gonna take great care of you.
Alright, I didn't have any injuries. Guess I just went here for the health hub thing, even though I just ate and drank. Server error. That would explain why I'm not doing anything. Nope, can't even see the chat. That sucks ass. What's going on my end here? Whatever error, fix yourself, please. And finally, the game is back in working order.
Thank you for visiting Kelto RX. Feel better, Frosty Hydro Frost from Kelto. Sweet, cool treat everyone loves.
Right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here and call it. And I hope you guys enjoyed what I did throughout the stream. And I'll see you guys in the next one. That will be in roughly 2 hours from now, which is at exactly 8 p.m. my time, with Doom the remake. To do something else in this game, you know. If you guys want to see more, you can just write in the comment sections. It's basically open for everybody to, you know, to be able to post. I would gladly appreciate it if you guys subscribe over on YouTube and give me a follow on Twitch and Kick, just to, you know, grow my channels, because it's really difficult to grow your channels. But yeah, anyway, you're seeing it now.